Welcome back. All right, quick news of the day video for all you fine people on the internet for your Tuesday, July the 25th. Starting off with, and I think this is interesting. So the Colorado Avalanche have signed Nikolai Kovalenko. And if that name sounds familiar to people in my age range or maybe a little bit younger, it's because he is the son of Andrei Kovalenko, who was drafted by the Quebec Nordiques, was then traded in a pretty famous trade. So interestingly enough, too, he is likely to play this coming season in the KHL and then come over, and we'll see that contract kick in. A lot of hype for Avs fans with Kovalenko. He's played very well in the KHL, 23 years of age. So again, it's a case where a player should be coming over. It should be the finished product. We never know whether or not a player is going to fit the North American game, the North American lifestyle, until they come over and play. But I had to report on this one because, again, I think it's kind of fun that, his dad played in the National Hockey League. Played, I think they said, 620 games in his career. And now his kid's going to get to come over and play for an organization that Andrei Kovalenko was a part of. So, cool. Eetu Luostarinen. I guess Florida must have seen me talking about how I thought he was underrated. And they go, yeah, we'll get him signed. It's a 3-year extension for Luostarinen, $3 million per season. That is a fair contract. I think Luostarinen could make that look like a bargain as soon as next summer when we see the salary cap go up by a reported $4 million. And that leaves Florida as one of the 12 teams over the cap. We have other teams that are very close to the cap. We have some that once the restricted free agency situation's all cleared up, they're going to be over the cap too. So, yeah, it's going to be another one of those seasons where a lot of players are going to go on LTIR and teams are going to be juggling their contracts. Again, next summer that should change. Interesting Calgary Wranglers signing. Brett Sutter, son of Daryl Sutter, has signed a 1-year extension to play for the Wranglers. In his AHL career so far, 1,044 games, 190 goals, 263 assists, 453 points. So the Sutter brothers, who played in the NHL, they've had a lot of kids that have had professional hockey experience, a lot of them staying in the AHL, but solid defensive forwards. And honestly, they've gone on to have pretty long careers. So at some point in time, I'll do a video looking at the next generation of Sutters and talk about their AHL play and those like Brandon Sutter who played in the NHL. But at any rate, yeah, all the best to Brett Sutter, and I guess no hard feelings that his dad got fired and he's staying with the Calgary Wranglers organization. Although after the Wranglers were eliminated from the playoffs, he did make it clear he really wanted to come back and play. He played third-line minutes for the Wranglers this past season, good defensive forward. And of course, the Wranglers had a great year, so they're looking to replicate that next season. So I went looking for Trevor Zegras news this morning, and I'm like, all right, is anything going on with Zegras? Come on. They've got to get him signed, right? Because he's a restricted free agent. You want to get this done. The closest I could get is gossip that apparently he might be dating a TikTok star. So maybe in between dates he can sign a contract or something. Because what's interesting is the Ducks have a bit of a conundrum here that Troy Terry's going to arbitration and Zegras isn't signed. Those are two of their best forwards. Terry's coming off of a season where he played well. He had 23 goals, 61 points. His totals aren't fantastic. As the team gets better, his totals will come up. I think he could be about a point per game player. So it'll be interesting to see once Terry and Zegras, once this gets dealt with, how much money this costs the Ducks and what else they're able to do at that point. But I do wonder, like for teams that are dealing with this, is this holding up other personnel decisions they might want to make? So, because you don't know your budget yet, right? You don't know how much money it's going to cost to keep Zegras. You don't know how much money it's going to cost to keep Troy Terry either. So we'll see more of these hearings between now and August the 4th. We'll see how they all turn out. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. What would be a fair cap hit for Zegras? What would be a fair cap hit for Troy Terry? When I see somebody's dating a TikTok star, I think, okay, that's odd. But, yeah, I mean, what do you think? And again, it's speculation. I don't know that he is or isn't. It just feels like at this point, people are like, hey, did you notice she's following him on Instagram? And then it just goes down that path. At any rate, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.